Hello, Patreon. This is Todd Black, and I am back to give you the rundown on what is going on with Guardians. And there's been some good surprises and some good events going on recently. First off, I was at C2E2, the Chicago Comic Con, this past weekend when this video was made. And we got to sell our comic in Artist Alley for the first time, hand out a bunch of cards, talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people seemed interested in Guardians. So because of that, and because of where we are in the series, I have decided to completely overhaul the Patreon once again, show off some new art, give you an idea of what's coming up. First off, we are officially working on Guardians number 8, which is our 9th issue, because we had a 0 issue of the series, and it's going to kick off a new arc called Deadly Silence, where we meet one of the deadliest villains in the Guardians roster, known as the Silence. Yes, I am very clever with the names. You're welcome. This is going to be a very action-packed arc, which I think is good because we've had a bunch of good character arcs, especially with adjusting the frequency and phase we're going through. So it's good to go back to kind of sort of our comic book roots, but there's still going to be some good story in it, and this arc really cements a key supporting character for our series in Captain Newell. So I hope you will check that out when it gets released. I will be doing my best to be updating the site more often. I apologize for not showing off more artwork. I have been so busy with everything, especially with C2E2 that just happened. But now it looks like I'm going to be getting more time to free up, so I'll be here and posting our pages, so stay tuned for that. As for the overhaul, I'm just really showing off new art. I'm showing off, where we're going with the series and possibly some new rewards. But I also want to keep some of our contests still going. Our goal is still right now to hit, $300 per issue. If we hit that, I'll be able to make Guardians for a very long time without serious financial burden. And I will make Guardians number 1 through number 3 free for everyone. That's still going to hold true because I think that would really help get more people into it, because if there's 4 comics free, that's a whole arc. They really can get into it, no cost to them. But I can't do that unless we hit $300. Right now we're hovering around 100, so we got a little bit of a ways to go. Just letting you know, because I know a lot of people have asked me about it, I am looking into print on demand because I feel it is important, but I need to know it not only doesn't burden me in many ways, but it doesn't burden you, because I have heard of sites that they charge a lot more for the print because they have to print it and then they have to ship it. And by the time it gets to you, it's like almost double what you would pay for a regular comic, or in my case, sometimes even 4 times what you'd pay because $1.50 on the website. So I want to make sure it's fair to you, but I am looking into that. So stay tuned for more. I hope to be doing more contests, especially as we get further and further into the arcs. I've got an arc coming up a few issues down the line that I think a lot of you would enjoy the contest I have planned for that. So that's gonna be fun. It's just it's almost unbelievable that I'm 9 issues into Guardians, and by the time we get done with Deadly Silence, I'll have 10 issues, which is 10 more than I ever had. I mean, part of the joy of going to C2E2 is being able to hold, like, I know this is only the first 6 issues, we have 2 more after this, but just holding all the comics in my hand and saying, oh my gosh, I can hold every single issue now, 8 issues, and we're working on number 9, so that's a lot of fun. And I want to keep going with this, and I want to keep doing this, and with your help I can. So what I need from you, if you aren't pledging, please consider it. Again, all I would like is $3 an issue. That'll get you the comic. You'll see all the updates in there. If you want to pledge more, fine, but I will not burden you with it. I always said if I could get 100 people to pledge $3, that gets me my goal. That gets me a dedicated fan base to at least start out with, and I would be the happiest guy on earth. Frankly, I'm already the happiest guy on earth because I was just at a Comic-Con and Artist Alley first time ever, and professionals were talking to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. So, and that's actually the honest to goodness future goal is, if we get to $300, great. If we get to $1,000, which I know is a stretch, and I'm willing to take the time to get there, but I want to go to more Comic Cons and spread the word about Guardians, and I want to bring my artist Alex up with me sometimes, maybe to the bigger cons, and show off the writer and the artist, because he's essentially the reason I'm still going, is because he's willing to work with me and willing to make Guardians because he loves it as much as I do. So yeah, that's the goal. We start off with 300, we shoot for 1,000, we'll see where we end up. And of course, between the 300 and 1,000 is just equals a bigger paycheck for Alex because he is awesome and doing me such a big favor by continuing the series under the bay he is already on. So I'm incredibly grateful to him. So what can you do? Well, like I said, pledge $3 if you can. Spread the word. That's the big thing that sometimes gets lost in campaigns like this. Is hey, it's like, yes, I have pledged $3. I have done my part. Yes, you have. But if you spread the word, other people can get their part, especially if they're comic fans, because that's the thing. This is a comic book. I would love a bunch of comic book fans to read it. Again, we have Guardians Number Zero free on the website. Ask them to check it out. And then if they say, hey, this sounds kind of cool, why don't I pledge? You can show on the Patreon page, and boom, there we go. So, on behalf of everyone here at Team Guardians, I thank you for watching. I hope you will consider pledging. Definitely check out the overhauled Guardians page, which is down there. And I hope you will read Guardians. I hope you will help support us. Stay tuned for more updates, and I will see you later.